From buying property, to getting married, to having children, life is full of changes. These changes can really give you a reason to think about protecting your loved ones in the future. That's where estate planning comes in. What exactly is an estate plan? And do you need an attorney for estate planning? LegalZoom is here to answer those questions and more. An estate plan is a collection of documents that determine who will make financial and healthcare decisions for you if needed. What type of end-of-life care you want, your preferences for funeral arrangements, who will act as a guardian for your minor children, or where your assets will go after your death. No matter your age or how many assets you own, it's a good idea to have an estate plan. If something unexpected happens and you don't have a last will or living trust in place, state law will determine who receives your assets. You don't need a lawyer or attorney for estate planning, but if you have a large estate, complicated assets, or have a lot of questions, working with an attorney can make the process easier. Let's talk to an attorney in the LegalZoom network for more details on what documents are involved and why you might need them.
An estate plan lets your heirs, family members, and the world in some cases know how you want your property distributed upon your death. Now, there are two main mechanisms regarding that. The first is a will. The second one is a trust. A will is a document that says, when I die, this is where I want my property to go. The advantage to a will is it's inexpensive up front. The other option is a trust. With a trust, the expense and hassle is more on the front end, but you can do away with the need for probate. But there are also other documents that can form an estate plan. You can have a living will that sets forth your end-of-life decisions and medical decisions that you wish to be made. You can have a financial power of attorney that allows that person to act on your behalf if you are unable, or for that matter, even just unavailable to act on your own behalf.
We understand that estate planning can feel overwhelming. It involves some big decisions. That's why LegalZoom is here to lend a hand. Our easy-to-use online estate plans are both affordable and reliable. Plus, you can get advice from dependable lawyers in our network. Head over to LegalZoom and start securing your legacy today.